Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. Today's most important news begins with a mega scandal. In Nawaz Sharif's blood report, dog's blood was found. I apologize, I know I'm saying something extremely distasteful, but this isn't my statement. This was revealed on Pakistan's national television by a special representative of the country's military generals. Not only did he say that the famous platelet drop report, shown to secure Nawaz Sharif's escape from the country, contained dog's blood, but he also stated that the dog belonged to him. And not just that, he said the dog was sick, meaning the blood was from a sick dog, and the dog's owner is none other than Senator Faisal Vauda. And you all know that at present Senator Faisal Vauda is no less powerful inside Pakistan than any lieutenant general. He is a special representative of the establishment's generals. Whenever there's a major task, whether it's to attack Supreme Court judges or carry out another big mission, it's Faisal Vauda who executes it. And you've seen Pakistani military generals stand behind him like a reinforced wall. They even protect him from contempt of court charges, even though judges like Justice Athar Minala, strong, principled and powerful, are openly threatened by him on television with statements like, "We will play football with your heads, still the Supreme Court of Pakistan cannot touch him." This alone shows the kind of military backing Faisal Vauda enjoys. I'll share the full details of this story with you, but first let me quickly tell you that Field Marshal Asim Munir attended a dinner yesterday. By today I mean yesterday, which in America was Friday night, August 8th at 7 o'clock in the evening in a five-star hotel in Tampa Bay. A Pakistani hosted this dinner for him. They are currently here in the United States, and we were probably the first in Pakistani media to break the news a few days ago that he would be coming to Florida. Our sources had it right. He indeed came to Florida. The event was part of the farewell for General Kurilla, who is retiring. Field Marshal Asim Munir attended the official ceremony, and Pakistanis gathered outside to protest against him. Yes, the Pakistani diaspora called for a protest right outside the same five-star hotel where this dinner was held. They strongly demonstrated, telling the whole world that while CENTCOM generals were hosting Asim Munir, the same Asim Munir is violating the rule of law, freedom of speech, democracy and the rights of Imran Khan, his wife, and countless innocent political workers in Pakistan, and is responsible for the deaths of many. The Pakistani diaspora protests at every opportunity to tell the world about the atrocities committed by Field Marshal Asim Munir and his associates in Pakistan. Reports also indicate that Asim Munir will next travel to Belgium, where the Pakistani diaspora and PTI leaders have also called for a large protest. If you're nearby, you should join. Regarding the Tampa protest, I'll share whatever new details we receive. Remember, in Washington, D.C., when Asim Munir attended a similar event, Pakistanis confronted him outside the hotel, chanting slogans, calling him a murderer, a constitution breaker, and a dictator to his face. It was a shock to his security and organizers that Pakistani citizens could come right up to his face and challenge him. We'll soon know exactly what happened in Tampa in the next few hours, and we'll report it to you. But for now, I can confirm there is a protest happening there. Now, back to today's mega story or mega scandal I mentioned. First, note, the video clip I'm about to show you is not new, it's slightly old. But at the time, for reasons unknown, it escaped public attention and didn't get the coverage it deserved. In it, Senator Faisal Vauda says on television that Nawaz Sharif's platelet report was prepared using his, Vauda's, sick dog's blood, and that he and General Faiz prepared it together. I am an eyewitness to this. Perhaps I'm the only Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf person who can give first-hand testimony in this matter, and I'll tell you later how. But first, listen to what Senator Faisal Vauda revealed on Kamran Shahid's show on Dunya TV. "We made Nawaz Sharif's platelet reports at home. Give thanks for that. I'm not saying this for the first time, I've said it in cabinet meetings. My witnesses are Zubair Sahib and Javed Latif Sahib." Hearing this, Javed Latif, who is considered a bold revolutionary figure, remained silent. Despite his fearsome reputation in Sheikhupura, he couldn't respond because he knows Vada is the general's special representative. A wrong word, and he could be destroyed instantly. That's why big names in PMLN save their aggression for small, powerless workers, not powerful figures. Now, why am I an eyewitness? At the time, I was working with the Chief Minister of Punjab. Suddenly we heard that Nawaz Sharif was critically ill. The media was constantly portraying that he was at death's door, with the single demand that he be allowed to go abroad for treatment. We didn't yet know that General Bajwa had already struck a deal with him, possibly with General Faiz involved too. My duty took me to Kot Lakhpat jail, along with 3 highly reputable doctors, including the head of Punjab Institute of Cardiology and senior professors. They examined Nawaz Sharif, but he refused local treatment, insisting on going abroad. I met him multiple times, even bringing along a respected newspaper owner and journalist. We drank tea, he told jokes, and I tried to convince him to get treated locally. Meanwhile, I learned from jail officials that his diet included rich foods like mutton, trotters and harissa, hardly the fare of a dying man. Despite setting up a 24/7 cardiac ward for him, the push for treatment abroad continued because Bajwa had already set the plan. That's why Vada's claim about the dog's blood seems credible to me, because I saw with my own eyes that Nawaz Sharif was in perfect health, rosy-cheeked and active. Then suddenly came the claim that his platelets had dropped from 29,000 to 18,000, then to 6,000, then to 2,000. Yet he continued eating ice cream and rich dishes. Media outlets, both local and international, spread the crisis narrative while Bajwa tightened the screws from behind the scenes. This is how the entire drama unfolded and why I believe the dog's blood story has truth to it. They had come down to 2,000. He used to have a crisp shave. Who delivered all this to him? Nowadays, you see, these magistrate civil judges, people are after them with a shoe in hand. Everyone is thrashing them. Our very kind and capable friends who are physicians in America also protest with us. They help us. But come, today let me introduce you to your respected teachers and tell you that they too did nothing different from these judges. Unfortunately, and I say this with folded hands, apologizing, because all these people are very educated professors, and I genuinely respect them from the heart. But now I have to speak the truth. Even now I will not be able to use words like tout for them. But the work they did was not good, so let's present them before you one by one. First of all, Professor Dr. Mahmood Ayaz. Yes, at that time he was the Vice-Chancellor and the soul and spirit of the Services Hospital, or the Services Institute of Medical Sciences, SIMS. Wherever SIMS is mentioned in this talk, it means the Services Institute of Medical Sciences. Under Dr. Mahmood Ayaz's leadership, this board was formed, and he delivered the dirtiest part of this job the most, meaning, according to Faisal Vauda, he turned his sick dog's blood into Nawaz Sharif's blood. Platelets were reduced from 29,000 to 18,000, then to 6,000, then to 2,000, and his hands were soaked in sending Nawaz Sharif out of the country. Later, there was the impression, and of course it seems, or is generally believed, that as a reward he was gifted the Vice-Chancellorship of Pakistan's most prestigious medical institution, King Edward Medical College. He was rewarded for it, just like in colonial times the British would give the title Sir or Land and Honours to those who betrayed their own people and helped enforce slavery. That is the impression. Now, whether that really happened or not, I don't know, there's no document before me. But from what you can see, at least that's my impression. I don't want to ruin his reputation. If he wishes, he has my number. Whatever his point of view is, we will definitely publish it and put it before you. Moving on, Professor Dr. Mahmood Ayaz was the head of this board. Next, there is another doctor whom I personally have been a patient of. I mean, he has treated me, though he probably wouldn't remember. It's a very old matter, about 20 years ago. I also greatly respect him. His father was one of those few bureaucrats in Pakistan who were genuinely principled and lived their whole life with integrity. If you could count a handful of such people in Pakistan on your fingers, his respected father would be among them. And I personally hold him in high regard. So, second in line, this doctor's name is Professor Kamran Khalid Chima. He is the head of pulmonology, treating lung diseases, asthma, etc. A very capable doctor and highly respected in Pakistan. People are very fond of him. He was also part of this board. Next, Professor Arif Nadeem. Just look at his picture. Mashallah, such a spiritual-looking photo. He appears like a saint, a dervish. One might feel they could gain not only medical knowledge from him, but also spiritual benefit. Mashallah, may Allah bless him more. At that time, Professor Arif Nadeem was head of Medicine Unit 3 at SIMS, and at that time the head of pulmonology was Dr. Kamran Chima, also at SIMS. Then Professor Faiza Bashir, head of pathology at Services Hospital. Then Dr. Khadija Irfan, head of endocrinology, associate professor. She was also at Services Hospital. Then Dr. Sobia Kazi, Associate Professor of Infectious Diseases at SIMS. Additionally, a very respected name in cardiology in Lahore and Punjab, Dr. Saqib Shafi, Professor of Cardiology and Head of the Punjab Institute of Cardiology. He was not a formal member, but was also consulted. Then Dr. Adnan Khan. You can see him here in the photo, standing with Mariam Sahiba in the middle. Remember this is the Adnan Sahib in the middle, Nawaz Sharif's personal physician, the one who often spread such stories. Other names: Professor Dr. Khalid Masood Gondal, Vice-Chancellor of Fatima Jinnah Medical University, Professor Dr. Amir Zaman, Dr. Fatima, these three, plus again Dr. Adnan, Nawaz Sharif's personal physician. These last four were also consulted, though not initially formal board members. Then there's Momina Agha, Secretary of Specialized Health and Medical Education, very civilized, calm, respectable and reputed civil servant. She was the secretary at the time. And Special Secretary Mian Shakil, also part of the board. Above them all, of course, was the then Health Minister, Dr. Yasmin Rashid, now in jail, who at that time was the minister in charge, and in a way responsible for all those working under her. I can't understand how, but obviously the doctors must have also betrayed her trust and hurt her, as many were her students, juniors, colleagues and friends. She would not have expected that within this whole system, in which General Bahwa was involved, and according to Faisal Vauda, General Faiz too, this could happen. Now, whether General Faiz was involved or not, I don't know, but I mention it because Faisal Vauda claims it. This video is a bit old, but it didn't surface in the public domain in this way. The purpose of telling you all this is, when the Army Chief of Pakistan decides to do something, there is Allah above and the Army Chief below, and then we are told the Chief is the Army is the Chief. Wherever the Chief looks, the whole Army looks. But it's not just the Army. It's also all the Vice-Chancellors of universities, all the medical professors, all the judges, all the lawyers, all the bureaucrats, all the politicians, even the clerics. And in such times the ethics we claim to have, our so-called Islamic strength, seems to disappear. The strength of faith, the moral heat, we never see it when it's needed for truth. That heat only appears when a poor minority person comes under our control, whether Christian, Shia, or another minority we have a grudge against. Then we put false blasphemy accusations on them and destroy them. Then our faith's fire blazes so bright no one can question us. But when it comes to adulterating baby food, mixing bricks into chili powder, putting urea and dirty water into milk, performing unnecessary operations on women during delivery just to get more insurance money, selling kidneys, or letting murderers off in court for money, or grabbing a widow's plot using police officers, then our faith's fire is nowhere to be found. When we commit such filth, we have no morality. In those moments, the president of a university in America appears to have far greater moral values and actual integrity than we do, and we end up ranking last. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.